Monica must have really worked hard just to find these trees.
These trees. These trees.
These trees.
These beautiful trees.
Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, InfiniteEm, what kinds of things do you like to read? Considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half jokingly. What's that? Oh wait, Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. You're not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a lot of... I read a horror book once. Read a horror book once, my god. I desperately grasp something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Still, really, wouldn't I have expected that, Yuri? I don't know if I read that. For someone as gentle as you, I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment.
Ugh, I hate horror.
Oh, why's that?
Well, I just...
Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second.
Never mind.
That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki?
What? What gives you that idea?
You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called...
Don't say it out loud! And give that back!
Fine.
Your cupcakes, your poems. Everything you do is just as cute as you are.
Sayori Sidles? Sayori sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders.
I'm not cute!
Natsuki, you write your own poems?
Look at her face. Cute as hell. Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care?
I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime?
No!
Natsuki averts her eyes.
You wouldn't like them.
Not a very confident writer yet? I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri.
I wanted to read everyone's poems.
We all sit in silence for a moment.
I find like she looks so green right now. I don't know why. Like like her face looks so green. Or like really like
just a little bit. Yeah.
like sick almost.
It's just, yeah. I was Monica.
Yeah, you're not good.
Okay. I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri.
Nani?
Natsuki and Yuri look. Oh my god, quizzically. I'm looking at that quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Whatever. It's done. Then next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other.
Yeah.
That way, everyone is even.
Yeah. Yeah, let's do it.
Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, InfiniteEm? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on. There's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and well, I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But
What you did?
I'm sorry. I thought
InfiniteEm.
you all. I'm defenseless against these girls.
The waifu power. Activate.
How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. I should have did it like right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club.
What?
One by one, the girls' eyes light up.
Yes, I'm so happy.
Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, you really did scare me for a moment.
If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed.
And then that makes it official. But I told you I only came for the cupcakes. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. Wow!
Wow!
I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. InfiniteEm, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, yeah.
Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food.
Hey, InfiniteEm, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together?
That's right, Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well.
Yay! Or yay!
With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have...
Why wouldn't you? I'm just friggin' like...
Perhaps...
girls. Goddamn.
Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Oh boy. Alright.
Alright.
I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight.
Alright.
It's time. Oh, I actually have to write something?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. You have to click. You actually have to use the mouse on this one. Okay, so there's... Oh god.
Well, so I just randomly just pick
You could just like pick whatever, pretty much. Oh great. You're gonna go with death?
I know.
Oh, I thought you were gonna go with those. Alright then. Tenacious.
Let's...
You just choose whatever.
Yeah, I can. Just Winnie the Pooh's head keeps trying to get in my way.
Oh.
Let's go with starting alone.
Sorry.
Oh no.
Doki Doki.
Alone.
Portrait. Shame. Sweet. Oh, Sayori. Apparently Sayori's gonna like our poem. Entropy.
Let's change it up.
Fear.
Alone, sweet fear.
Oi, she's still
Oh god, she's terrible for it.
she's not terrible, she's got
Fear.
stuff. Frightening. Oh.
Frightening. Sparkling.
Huh. Go with judgment. Bro. After image.
Oh, oops.
So you can choose whatever. Like it's vertigo.
Ping. Whirlwind.
Contamination. What the fuck? Sugar. Defeat. Sugar. Bouncy.
Bouncy. Bouncy electricity.
Electricity. Go with disaster. Okay, fine. Fuck you then.
You said to pick. Don't fuck this fight me.
I'll fight you.
What the hell's
Socks.
Then we're going. Socks.
Sway. You see that?
Sticky.
Infinite! There was
oh
infinite!
no! Go
You
back!
bastard, you just... Oh, it turned... No, you can't go back.
No.
God damn.
Go.
What did you...
I don't know.
What the hell did you just
Apparently
do?
pressing that button makes it just disappear.
What the fuck?
What else?
Alright,
If I click history, what is that?
No, don't worry
click
about it.
Don't.
Soiled it.
Soiled.
Cheers on
Sorry.
Eternity...
It's close enough to infinite.
Yeah, okay. Alright, so far,
I was
it
too
seems
fast.
like Yuri is gonna...
Hi again, InfiniteEm. Glad to see you didn't run away on us.
Like, bah!
No, don't worry. This might be a little strange for you, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, InfiniteEm. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it.
Oh, come on. Like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me he didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it.
Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga.
Manga is literature!
Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat.
Don't worry, guys. InfiniteEm always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room.
How dependable. Sorry, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once.
Is that so?
You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous.
How come? You and InfiniteEm can become good friends too.
Sayori? As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put into me. She put me into.
Oh! You're
Oh no, I'm sorry.
fucking triggered. Fight!
Wait, Sayori. Me?
No.
Not really.
Don't be shy.
It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind.
How cute she is.
Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do?
I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking.
I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, so any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it could keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you want it. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you! I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. That's fine. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. What are you doing? Man, it looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down into the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me, but I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening to Sayori's conversation with Monica.
We're probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs, though.
Well, we can't give up. The festivals are our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that at all, you know. We just need a way of showing that out to everyone. Something that sparks to their creative minds. Speaks to their...
That doesn't solve the problem, though.
What do you mean?
Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever.